showing up here to the event that we have. For those who don't know me, my name is Mark Preach. I'm Executive Director here on behalf of TVA for the Memphis area here, and I'm very excited. This has been a long day coming here. But before we get started with others that are going to follow me in speaking here, are there any elected officials other than our guest, one of our guest speakers here, Ms. Chairwoman Patrice Robinson here? Are there any other elected officials in the area? Well, thank you again for taking your time out of your busy schedule for being here. I also want to acknowledge our other executives, but more in particular, our new Executive Vice President of External Relations, our own boss, Ms. Jeanette Mills, who's with us and joining us on this momentous occasion. Well, again, today is a very good day because today what you begin to see is you begin to see a next phase in what TVA offers to not only this community here, but also in support of MLGW and Memphis and the greater Shelby County. Working together, what we're trying to do is to improve the lives of the citizens that are mostly in need of it, and mainly through uplifting their homes and helping to lower their electric bills. This partnership that you're seeing has been one that's been going on for more than 85 years, but however, we look to see it go on a whole lot further. And one of the examples you see is sitting right outside. This is this mobile facility that has actually been bought in this particular area to help to train some of the persons that will interact with some of our citizens that need it most to uplift their homes coming up in the near future. But one of the people that I want to actually come and follow me and she's graciously joined us, is Chairwoman Patrice Robinson of the Memphis City Council. A few things about her, and truly if I could say everything about her, I'll probably be speaking for a while, and she just asked me, you'll be speaking for 15 minutes. The answer to the question is no. But currently she is the chairwoman of the Memphis City Council. And she's been with the Memphis City Council since November 2015. And formerly served as Memphis City Shelby County School Board of Education Commissioner and Board President. A few of her accolades or accomplishments is service as the Education Chair of the Tennessee Chapter of the American Association of Blacks in Energy, service as Director of the Women's Ministry at Faith Temple Ministry, member of the NAACP Memphis chapter, and board services for such Memphis community programs as Memphis in May, Hands Across Memphis, and many others. And even in particular, one of the times that I met her was the Weatherization Task Force. So without further ado, I'm going to ask our very own chairwoman of the Memphis City Council, Ms. Patrice Robinson, to come forward.
Good afternoon. It is with great pleasure that I represent Mayor Jim Strickland and the Memphis City Council. I want to say this is a great day in Memphis, Tennessee, and I appreciate the partnership that we have with TVA. But you all know, everybody knows me, know that I love energy, I love helping people, and this is my niche in life. But I just wanted to share with you this training facility out here is what's needed in our community and across the state of Tennessee. As a former trainer for Memphis Light, Gas, and Water, I know how important training is to every individual. But now that I am on the Memphis City Council, I know even more how training will impact our community, because we had people to call and complain about the construction workers that were in their homes with the weatherization program. Training is quite important. It is so important so that we can give a quality service that's representative of both organizations, TVA and MLGW, as well as the city of Memphis. Everyone that's from anywhere else in the United States today, the weather is beautiful. I hadn't anticipated it being so cold. But as we gather around outside, know that our citizens are being served with the best that we have to give. Know that we appreciate it, the citizens appreciate it, and we can't wait to get started with the training. God bless.
Next, I'm going to ask Mr. Paul Young, City of Memphis Director of Housing and Community Development, to come forward and give us a few words.
All right, thank you. Thank you all for having me here. I'm Paul Young, Director of Housing and Community Development. And in our division, we've had a long-standing partnership with TVA and MLGW to work on energy issues in this community. And as we talk about this, I think it's important that we drill down to think about the people that actually benefit from a facility like this being built. In Memphis, we have a pretty high energy burden. By some standards, they say we have the highest energy burden in the country, which means that families in this community spend a disproportionate share of their income on their utility bills. And sometimes community members think that that's due to the rates being too high. But we know that it's not an issue of the rates, it's an issue of the house. And what we want to do is be able to facilitate the repairs of many units in this community. And in order to do that, we have to have a trained, qualified contractor base to be able to do that. And so it's through partnerships with agencies like TVA and the resources that you all have provided, and Urban League, and Green and Healthy Homes, and all of the different partners that are here today, that it's going to take all of us working together to ensure that we are doing the best for our citizens in this community. And so I want to thank TVA for this investment and for this partnership, and we look forward to many years of continued partnership on this work. Thank you.
Next, a representative from MLGW, Ms. Terica Lamb, will come forward and give us a few words.
Good afternoon. And Councilwoman Rogers, I'm going to disagree with you. The weather is not good. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Terica Lamb with Memphis Gas and Water, Economic and Community Development. I just want to thank TVA and Urban League for being persistent in providing this new resource to Memphis. Economically, we've heard from Paul and others before me that our low-income customers need this resource to reduce their energy waste in their homes. And then on the workforce development side, our small business contractors need this training to provide this new technical skill that they can add to their tool belt. So I'm appreciative of the efforts and look forward to continued partnership.
Thank you. So the group that has actually helped to make all of this happen, one of our very own vice presidents of Energy Right Solutions, Ms. Cindy Herron, would actually come forward and give us some words.
I look around here and I think how exciting to be here today to have the official launch of our mobile weatherization training lab right here in Memphis, a place that's so special to TVA. And I'm so pleased to be here for this event because we've heard from partners, and you've heard them speak already. We've been talking over the years about how we needed some type of state-of-the-art training facility where we could certify and have experienced contractors right here in this region. And we think that this innovative approach, in fact, the guy when I got my tour today said this is the first in the nation. So if it's not, we don't want anybody to tell us differently. We believe this is going to make such a big difference right here in the Memphis community. And to get here, it's taken us a little while, but we couldn't be here without the support of all these organizations we've been talking about. We have great partners with MLGW. Terica, thank you for being here. Mr. Patrice Robertson, thank you. The Urban League. It's been truly an effort. I want to thank Paul and his team for being partners for quite a while in the Memphis Weatherization Task Force. TVA's mission is to serve the people of the Valley to make life better, and we're committed to helping Memphians lessen their energy burden. And I have the fortune to lead the Energy Right organization within TVA, and we get to live out that mission through the programs that we offer through our local power companies. These programs and resources help people, businesses, nonprofits manage their energy, save money, live healthy, more productive and comfortable lives. But a critical piece of all that work is a strong, well-trained contractor and auditor network that can provide those high-quality energy upgrades and really know what that energy efficiency is about. And that's what this training lab is about out here. With it, we can bring in established contractors. We can train them on the science and technologies they need to understand and how to help people get most out of their weatherization upgrades, whether it's air and duct sealing or the appropriate energy insulation level, how to balance an HVAC. It's out there. You need to go through the tour where you can see it because it provides the very best for Valley residents. We want to help contractors enhance their skills, become auditors, help them grow their business so they can thrive. This lab is a resource for all those that we serve, and we're thrilled that we can officially launch it here today. This lab was modeled after an actual tiny home, as we call it, that was up in Knoxville. We worked in partnership with the Knoxville Community Action Committee in 2017. We trained facilitators, and this was modeled, only this is that on wheels. It's a mobile lab that we can move around. We'll be able to simulate many weather conditions and actually then take a look at the various homes, because as we talked about, as we try to help the burden of lower income homes, we have to know how to manage the different scenarios in each of those homes. It was officially certified by the Built-In Performance Institute as a test facility, and we're so proud. So I'm excited to have this launch today in the Memphis community. We also know other communities across the valley are going to benefit from this. And without further ado, we're going to go outside, even though it's cold, and I'm going to invite my TVA colleagues and our community partners, and we're going to go have the official ribbon cutting and open the TVA Mobile Weatherization Training Lab. Thank you very much.
Right.
Do y'all want him like up front?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, stand right here.
Hey, the monster's gonna come back, okay?
Stand right here with me, okay?
She's laughing right till she looked upside. She got scared. Yeah, she looked smiling and then scared. Stand here right here for now.
Okay, let's act like it. Let's act like. She said, don't cut.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, cut. I saw myself. Trying to take a picture of
A weatherized house. With the flip of a switch, we can make it a super tight, insulated house and see how that affects the properties and teach our contractors to make sure that they can identify the potential problems and solve them.
Talk about the gas.
There's a gas range in the corner, so we can test that that is burning properly, that there's no carbon monoxide being produced. And the same is true of the water heater that's in the utility room. We can make sure that's drafting properly so that no combustion byproducts are coming back onto the lab. And then we also have the ability to measure the air leakage of the house with a blower door. We can also measure the air leakage of the duct system as well. It's a full residential duct system.
So my understanding is you can actually create leaks in order for the trainers to start to try to identify where they are.
Yeah, so most of the time, right, in a typical home, you're going to go to a leaky house and seal it up. And so that's exactly what we can do. We can start with a leaky environment, and then there's a panel, we throw a bunch of switches, and then check the understanding of what happens when it tightens up. Exactly. Yep. And there's a full attic above us as well. So students not only pretend like they're in an attic, it's actually a real attic.
Okay. This is awesome. And you can go back here and you can see the boxes. Okay, I can see the yeah.
There's also a wall that allows people to see what's behind their walls. Most folks have never seen the inside of a wall, so we show off different types of insulation and where the wires go through and all those little holes around those wires where your air leaks out of the house. It also has a mini split system, which are becoming more and more popular, so it's nice to be able to show how those work as well.
Water temperatures here, and also there's a fan that's up here. It's a special fan that helps with
Yep.